How do we know when the workplace is toxic and we should quit versus when we should look within and fix/change our perception mind? I don't think there's any workplace or living arrangement that is not going to be stressful, that's not going to have, burdens, that's not going to, there's no such thing as living in a house, living in a place with people. Even us monks living here, it's not all like happy, we're all holding hands and running around on the hills and all that kind of stuff. There's, stuff that comes up, and we have, personalities, and we butt heads sometimes. It's part of being with other people. It's just, so, you're going to have all of these issues, at work. It's just the way it is, because you're working with lots of people, and, depending on, there's various stresses depending on the type of job and stuff like that. I would say that it's very hard or near impossible to change your workplace. It's just kind of like with the world itself. Like, you can go out and put all kinds of effort and try to change the world, but the world is really human nature, and human nature hasn't changed in thousands, well, actually it's never changed. In millions, since humans have existed, it's never changed. Everything happening now happened during the Roman times. Human nature is human nature. So I think it's, no matter what situation, even if it's a positive situation, observing our perceptions and our expectations is very important. Because really, if we have expectations for a certain experience, a certain place, as soon as those expectations are not met, we're going to suffer. One of my favorite quotes I first heard from a monk called Ajahn Brahm. He says that suffering is asking from the world what it can't give you. Okay? And if you're asking a workplace, for a workplace to be perfect and I don't have to worry about all this and that, it's not going to give you that. It's just the way it is. Now, I would say, I guess, if there's a certain point where if it's really affecting you, your mind and your body, and you really just, it's so negative and so harmful that, you can't, no matter what wisdom and experience you have as a meditator, it totally harms you, then maybe it is time to, look for another job. And of course, most people probably don't have that luxury, right? They're probably like, I need this job. Getting another job is going to be really hard. So most people probably have to try to find a way to kind of live with it, kind of understand. But I think that without a doubt, for you at least, you can control your own suffering in this situation. No matter what other people do to you, you can allow yourself to not be controlled. You can allow yourself to not be, steamrolled over, all these kind of things. Like my career was, before I came here, was Child Protective Services. It was a very, very stressful, very crazy job. I worked with 100 women, and there was about me and like 6 or 7 other guys. And it was a really interesting experience working there. There was a lot of stuff. I mean, people were always either angry at the courts or the government or this or that or whatever, in my work, because there was always somebody to blame. And even in between, like just working, sometimes, you'd wonder like, well, how did this person even get this job and all these kind of things? And, how did this person become a supervisor over me? Right? And you can't control any of that. I mean, you have a limited amount to control. You can talk to supervisors and stuff like that, but if it's really something that totally affects your mind and body to the point that you don't even want to go there anymore, maybe you should quit. Or maybe, or at least, maybe I'll rephrase that. Try to find another job before you quit.